Medieval notions of race and ethnicity and identity were more fluid than modern notions. Meaning, value, and power weren't bound up in one's skin color, but religion was much more of a determining factor in assessing human validity in relationships, with white representing purity and black representing evil. Another notion from the past that differs from the present was the belief that one's skin color was a reflection of internal struggles between competing emotions and feelings, and that one's skin color could change if the circumstances of their lives changed. Further, geography is more determinant than genetics in the medieval mind, and one's attributes and values are more a reflection of climate and altitude. These distinctions cloud our understanding of the medieval past in regards to their ideas about race, at least what we mean in modern society by it. But these distinctions also help to clarify that people living during the Middle Ages didn't view race as intractable and immutable and as something containing or lacking value. Moving the boundaries of academic understandings of what constitutes the Middle Ages in terms of geography, understanding the distinction between medieval and modern notions of race, ethnicity, and identity helps us to resist the attempts of neo-Nazis and white supremacists to claim Middle-aged Europe as their provenance. Medievalisms act as signifiers of unconscious biases regarding concepts of race, ethnicity, and identity. They can additionally act as workshops within which we can examine those biases using historiographic, literary, and scientific analyses. Medievalisms also serve as starting points for conversations and debates about who we are as a society. Finally, medievalisms remind us race isn't real and portrays a time when meaning wasn't added to or derived from insignificant biological differences. What mattered most was what was in one's heart.